long have you had bees here?
I couldn't believe it when they called me and told me they had 3 honeybee colonies in their building. I rarely see more than one colony at a single location, so I was feeling a little skeptical. But when I showed up and walked around the building, they were absolutely right. 3 separate honeybee colonies, all within a few feet of each other. And while I was there, I even noticed scout bees checking out another nearby pillar for a home. I want to take a quick break and tell you about BetterHelp. Running my business feels like juggling multiple tasks at once. From bee rescues to a honey business, managing my social media, and taking care of those precious BBs. It's physically and mentally demanding. I turned to therapy when the pressure started to feel overwhelming, and it has helped me in so many ways. One of the best tools my therapist taught me was how to focus on one task at a time instead of stressing about everything all at once. For example, when I have back-to-back bee removals, honey orders that need to go out, and videos that I need to edit, I was able to stay grounded. BetterHelp, the sponsor of this video, makes starting therapy easy. You get matched with a therapist within days, and if it's not the right fit, switching is simple. They even offer group sessions and a journal to help track your progress. If you're facing a lot, like most of us are, and you think therapy can help, click the link in this description or visit betterhelp.com/honey for 10% off of your first month. Once in a while, I get lucky and the business owner has a lift or a bucket truck ready for me to use. Having access to a lift makes those sketchy, high-up bee removals a breeze. I always have to figure out how to operate each lift because no two are alike. For this situation, they offered me a scissor lift which will raise me about 30 feet straight up. I won't be able to boom in or out adjusting my platform, but for this job, that won't be necessary anyways. I kid you not, it was one of the hottest days on record in Florida. My thermal camera couldn't even get a read on where the bees were, so guessing was my only option. I figured if I started drilling at the bottom of the pillar, the smoke would rise and flush them out. These hollowed out concrete pillars make the perfect hideout from the hot summer sun for bees and other creepy insects. I generally try to avoid cutting into cinder block unless it's absolutely necessary. And although these were just decorative, I still didn't want to make a huge mess of their building. Using my hammer drill, by the way, this purchase was such a game changer for me. It cut through the concrete like butter. I remember the days of drilling into cinder block with a regular drill. It was exhausting. Because I love to multitask, I decided to work on all 3 colonies at once. I was hoping to get this job over quickly so we can get out of this hot sun. Keeping your smoker full of fuel is key. If you're getting low, then you can cause hot smoke and embers to come out, and that can kill your bees. I use pine needles because they're abundant in Florida and burn slower. Starting at the bottom of the pillars, I drilled and tried sending the smoke upward. But after about 15 minutes, it wasn't working like I had hoped, so we grabbed the ladder and the lift to drill about halfway up. If you drill too high above the brood and the queen is below, she won't move up, and you can risk losing her. You have to get just below the brood to guide them out in the right direction. Once we adjusted our approach, smoke poured out from the top and all the bees and other insects started pouring out too. Getting the queen to cooperate in a forced abscond like this isn't easy. Sometimes she doesn't come out at all, and there's even a chance a colony may not have a queen. Finally, after hours of smoking and spraying repellent oil into the columns, 2 out of the 3 queens came out. I was able to easily grab both queens, place them in cages, and put them into a bee box. Unfortunately, the 3rd queen never emerged. I don't know if the colony was queenless or if possibly she went the wrong way while we were flushing and is now trapped inside of the column. We sealed up all 3 tops of the pillars with wire and caulking, placed bee boxes next to their old entrances so all the foragers could come gather into their new home. We came back a few days later after the sun went down and picked up the boxes. I'm very satisfied with the way this relocation turned out. Now we have 2 strong bee colonies to add to our apiary.